Hey guys, welcome to my top 10 list of my top 10 favorite Super Nintendo games. This part will be just 10 through 6. So let's get started. At number 10, Super Adventure Island. Why do I like this game? Well, I don't really know why. So, the story for Super Adventure Island is that this guy has lice because he's constantly scratching his head, and his girlfriend is trying to share lice because she's smashing her head into his, and she gets turned into stone for being an idiot by the spaz on the broomstick that kind of looks like he was raping the broomstick. And all of a sudden this gigantic, I don't know, it looked like Ho-Oh, swooped down and flew him out to save the day. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so the story here is that you're this guy whose girlfriend just got turned to stone, as you just saw and heard me explain, and you're throwing stone axes at enemies. You die in one hit, by the way. Oh, I guess I tripped over that rock. And you constantly eating fruit to keep your bar up here at the top full, because you die. Because it'll go down over time without food. And the skateboard is actually, I believe, your only extra hit you can have in the game, because you will die in one hit. And, like, why do I like this game? As you heard, I really don't know why, because, I suck at this game. I don't know, I've just always had fun sucking at playing this game. I don't know. It's a very nice, it's a very playable game. Alright, yeah. Of course, each level, like any other game, the background's gonna change, it's gonna change a little bit. You can duck, and you can kind of super jump with your duck. Oh, controls are a little slippery. But it's a fun game. It's a very, I don't know. Just a very enjoyable game. Like, the colors are nice and vibrant. Holy cow. What am I shooting? I'm shooting balls. Alright. Like, I love the color scheme in this game. It's very, very bright, colorful. Oh man, I'm kind of stuck here. Alright. I don't know, it's just enjoyable. Like, I really can't put words to why I like it, because it's, oh man, it's just, I like the game, that's about it. Alright, moving on to the number 9, Smash TV. You should all know why I like this game. Okay, Smash TV. Alright, sorry. This is probably going to be really bad because I do not have the, it's not like I don't have it, set up like a normal controller. Oh lord, this is going to be terrible. Alright, but Smash TV. Very, very fun game. Run and gun game. Kind of like Contra, but this beats Contra, because this game is harder. And as you can see, I'm getting freaking bombarded by enemies here. That would be why this is harder than Contra. Alright, well, the concept and story here of Smash TV is that it's, 1999, and game shows have become the most popular thing on TV, and just to step it up to a new level of awesomeness, they decided to make a survival game show, to where you have to survive, obviously it's all in the name, you have to survive onslaughts of enemies, to get your prize. And that's where Smash TV picks up right here. Now, like in Contra, you're supplied with, a large amount of different, weapon upgrades. Whoa, what's up with that guy? He's, stuck there. As you might have just, as you might have saw a couple seconds ago, I got, this bomb icon, and it blew everybody off the screen, up, right here. Oh, it's a second player. Alright, that's what that is. Ah, God. Alright, this is not good. Alright, yeah, you're supplied with tons of, different weapons. Oh, come on! Why the hell is there a second player? Ah! Alright, now as you can see, I just walked into a gigantic room of enemies. Ah, and got a game over. Yeah. Stupid second player kept... I actually had a second player. Or I didn't even know I had a second player controller set up here on this keypad. Or keyboard. But, yeah. Smash TV, very, very fun game. And I'm going to be talking about Smash TV's sequel here in a second, but I'm not going to count it as another game on the list. I'm just going to count it with Smash TV. So let's move to that game. Alright. Like I said, I'd be talking about Smash TV sequel, and that game is Total Carnage. And, whoa. There's an it for you. Or a transvestite. Alright, but like I said, this is still part of number 9. So this does not count as another number on this top 10 list. Alright, well, like Smash TV, this game has tons of weapon upgrades and tons of enemies. Ooh, that was real stupid. And is really fun. So I mean, it's pretty much the exact same game, just different backgrounds and a little bit of a different story. It's 1999 again, and there's it's now the apocalypse, and Hitler's gigantic head, or Hitler's brother's like gigantic head, has taken over the world. His name would be Akboob. Greatest name ever. That is Akboob. I like what he does with his eyes. Pedophile smile. As you can see, this game hasn't changed the formula at all. Getting stormed by enemies still happens. Well, the bosses in this game aren't lacking either. And aren't forgiving. Look at this thing. This thing is fucking awesome. I mean, just look at it. It's a gigantic... It's got a gigantic freaking head as a body. Or as an abdomen. I guess this thing literally has 2 heads. So it's obviously a guy. But then it's got gigantic cannons for arms just to add to the awesomeness. And then it's got its other head. Oh shoot. Literally. Thing's so awesome, it shoots fire out its mouth and shoots fire out its nose and shoots tongues out of its mouth. When's the last time you ever saw anybody do that? And where else in a game would you see something do that? Nowhere except for Total Carnage. Moving on. Number 8 on my list, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Mystic Quest. Alright, now you're probably wondering, since on my next top 10 list, Castlevania 3 was my number 1 on that list. But I kinda, since I had reviewed Castlevania 3 already on my channel, I just kinda talked about Castlevania 1 there. But you're probably wondering why this is so far up on the list. Well, oh Jesus, phew. I never really got into this game as much as I did the first and third game. I don't really know why. It didn't really carry this nostalgic value, and I don't know. I just never really found it as fun as the 8-bit games. But still, I like this game. I have not beaten it, but I've played through most of it. Now, this game is mostly liked by all Castlevania fans the best because of its damn good controls. These controls are half near perfect. I'll give that to this game. Because these controls are really freaking good. Because, I mean, you can whip in all directions, you can moonwalk on the steps. I don't feel like showing that, and there are no steps around for me to do that. And the jumping is fixed very well, but I never really found the jumping to be too much of a problem in the first and third game actually. Oh god, I hate using emulators sometimes, especially once you're used to playing it on the real system. Got the controls all backwards here, so I'm really sucking some balls. Wow, actually, how did I not fall off that ledge there? Whatever. Now, there's lots of cool new stuff you can do in this game that you couldn't do in the previous Castlevanias, like swing on your whip on stuff like that. And, as you can just see there, you know, the dragon heads that shoot stuff, or the dragon skulls, I guess, in this game. Lots of enemies return. Alright, go down the steps, don't fall down them. So, I mean, this game, and yeah, definitely, great game. I like it, just not as much as the previous ones on the NES. But that's just me, so. Oh, what'd I get there? Oh, I got one of those stone things. Yeah. Now, actually, yeah, I have one more thing to mention. The soundtrack on this game is actually really freaking good. I just don't have volume on for the sake of me talking and not being able to hear it because the volume is too loud or whatnot. But, yeah, the soundtrack for this game is super good. They did a really good job. And I guess I'll talk about the graphics too. Yes, this game is very, very well put together. And the graphics do it plenty of justice with the nice dark tones, but also adding a lot of colors and detail to it. So yeah, moving on to the next game. Oh, well, perfect timing, I died too. Number 8 on my list, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Mystic Quest. Okay, well, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. If you've ever heard of the Happy Video Game Nerd, you already know about this game. But it was an American-made RPG, or no, it was an RPG made for us dumb Americans, so it was dumbed down in like every way possible. Like, we don't have numbers as life bars. No, wait, we don't have numbers. Instead, we have life bars, and we don't really have a world to explore. We just kind of have an already mapped out world that we have to move along. And it's just really simple, but I found it enjoyable. And the battling in this game is very simple. You have, you know, different enemies and stuff. Like right here, I just got hurt. And, I mean, you can still pick on who to attack, and I have this other girl here with me to attack with. And see, their sprites change when they get lower on HP. I really love the design of this game and all the different places that they designed. They're very nice and colorful, even though this one just seems to be pretty chrome and brown. But I'll show you a couple of the other places that they designed in this game. Like here we have the Alive Forest. Like, just look at all the details. I mean, okay, maybe there's not too many details, but nice and green like a regular forest should be. And we got the enemy sprites here. And like, look at the backgrounds during this. Like, look at it. That's nice background. It's nice detail right there. Here we have the Bone Dungeon. And as you can see, the place is filled with enemies. Still, dang, I did not clear out a lot of the enemies in this game. But, yeah, I mean, like, it's got nice details here. Let's check out the battle background for this one. Yeah, look at that. See, that's just nice, though. See? good detail and a pretty decent game. Alright, well now the story for this game. This story in this game is very, very paper thin. There's really no depth in it at all. Like, watch this. Are you Norma? I was so afraid no one would find me, but now I can go home. Your dad's waiting for you. And she's like the most important part of like the last 2 dungeons we were doing. We were trying to find Norma. That was it. That's all the dialogue for Norma. After we find her. So the story for this game is very, very short. I hope you weren't... If you go to get this game, and you pick it up and whatever and go to play it, don't expect a big story. Like any of the other Final Fantasy games. Next, I love all the enemy variety you get in this game. There's plenty of cool looking enemies, and here's one of my favorites, the Beholder. It's funny when they get closer to dying, their eye gets gigantic. Oh, sadly they can blind you. There are status inflictions in this game, like most other RPGs. And I'll show a couple other enemies too. Another very cool enemy, the Chimera. Alright, well I would definitely recommend this game to anybody who is not that big into RPGs. Or somebody who's looking for a short RPG that won't take them too long. And someone who doesn't really care too much about story in RPG. And most likely Final Fantasy fans, but only if you come into it with the right attitude. Only if you know what you're going to get. Like, don't expect it to be something too great. But this game is very fun, and I don't really give a crap about it not having any story, because the game overall is just awesome. It's fun. So, we'll be moving on our list here. Alright, number 6 on my list is Joe and Mac. Alright. Now, I'm playing it on my phone here, because I thought I had some save states on here, but I do not. But this game, oh my gosh, this game is so fun. It's just unbelievably fun. I don't know. That's just how I feel about this game. Alright. Alright, well this game is just so much fun now. It reminds me a lot of Super Adventure Island just because of the nice vibrant colors and graphics. The cavemen. And the story pretty much is the same, except for you don't get turned to stone, you don't have lice, I don't think. Just lots of women have been captured, and Joe and Mac have to go out there and save them by throwing bones at dinosaurs and other objects. But this game is just a lot of fun, because it's like really, pretty much this, really short levels that lead to fun boss battles in a really easy game. Oh, as you can see, I just saved a girl, and we get a kiss each level. Is anybody else reminded of the Little Shop of Horrors with this boss battle? Because I swear to God, that's all I can think of every time I see this boss battle, or every time I play this boss battle. Another little thing, is anybody else kind of reminded of Ridley with this boss? Like, if you look at it, it just kind of reminds me of Ridley from Metroid. Like, that's really what it looks like.